This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. I'd like to thank Identitech, TFG, Harry Smith, Kurt David, Will E., Steve Aldersley, Jason Bates, at HawkGirlVideo69 on Twitter, Mason Frost, Matthew McLaughlin, Andres Glacial, Ray Schuster, and B. Jabber for sponsoring this video, supporting me and my family, the channel. I appreciate it highly, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Cheers to 10,000 subs. Thank you everyone so much. Highly appreciated. I didn't think I would get here when I made my channel in 2007, uploading stupid videos. But since 2018, it's been like 3,000 subscribers, and I'm just very blessed. So thank you all very much. We are continuing forward today with our Sonic Youth binge. I just put out Dirty last week, so we don't have a follow-up for that as of yet. But I'm very eager to continue forward into these next albums. For those who don't know, I do unedited reactions at my Patreon, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. For $5 a month, I've actually lowered it since getting 10,000 subs. It was $10, now it is $5 a month to get access to unedited reactions from Modest Mouse going forward. That is everything from April of 2021 to present, about 32 reactions, including this one, I think. So yeah, $5 a month gets you access to the unedited reactions, and you get a shout out at the front of the video. So if you're interested in hopping in on that level, it'd be greatly appreciated. If not, $1 a month gets you access to voting in polls that we do every 2 to 4 albums to break up the monotony of the artist discography binges. Keeps everything fresh. So if you want to support the channel, be highly appreciated, and that's where you can go to do it. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Washing Machine, 9th studio album. We have skipped, I believe, one album, Experimental Jet Set. I know it's kind of a spotty album for some. It does have Bull in the Heather on it, which is apparently a big track. But we're skipping that one to go to Washing Machine. That's kind of what everyone sort of, not unanimously, but majority told me to do. 68 minutes, experimental rock, noise rock. We apparently also have elements of post-rock in here as well, especially on the final track, the Diamond Sea. I don't really have a whole lot to say here. It's a long album, so I want to get into it. I want to see the trajectory of their music going into the 90s as the grunge era kind of fades a little bit. Pardon my hair, I look like a youth pastor, even though I'm definitely not. So let's just dive right on into this thing with the first track, Becuz. Interesting. Definitely a more mature sound. It's a little less like noisy for the sake of being noisy and a little more like compositionally focused. I don't necessarily know if I like it more than other styles that they've toyed with yet. I kind of want to see. I've noticed that the first song on any Sonic Youth album is usually never like a prime indicator of how the whole album is going to sound, depending on from album to album. So I'm gonna hold any feelings so far and just go to the next track, Junkie's Promise.
$100 used to be all I know is all and all is all I've heard. Name you know that I know, yeah, the times are rough. Be myself, but I love everybody else and things you say.
kind of struggling with this one so far. I don't know. There's a lack of spice. I mean, while the composition, like I said, is a little bit more mature, and they're kind of focusing on that. It's they did the composition better on something like Daydream Nation. This just feels like really restrained, but it's somehow like not quite working as well for me. I don't know. We'll have to see as it goes on. It first few songs on a Sonic Youth album are sometimes the roughest for me, so we'll keep going with Saucer Like.
Angels fly. Do you have a feeling for their fuzzy faces? Dreams of feelings that never fall at all. Night, got your head in the trees. And cut pains, groove like a record. Flat birthday. Do you trip it?
So I think what this album might be trying to do is lean into like this no wave, this dissonant no wave direction without really like the no wave ethos. It's really bizarre. I haven't really heard anything quite like this because like when they were doing their no wave stuff before, really early on, it was very soundscapey. This is more like this isn't quite as ambient in that way. It's like more post rocky. It's more like my hair is so bad. I'm so sorry. I look like a douche. It's more like timbre focused. It feels like it's being put through like an alt rock filter, which is really interesting. I don't quite know if I like it yet. I have to kind of warm up to it, I think, and kind of figure it out. I did see some people talking in like the critics section on Wikipedia. Some people saying they felt like it was kind of an uneven album, kind of aimless, except for Diamond in the Sea, which is sort of the centerpiece of the album. Other people saying that they liked the direction that they were going as far as like post grunge. Not that this is post grunge, but after grunge, more or less. Yeah, I don't know. Let's keep going though. Washing Machine, almost 10 minutes. Boom.
I take my baby down the street and I buy him a soda pop. Right now. Oh, right now. Oh, right now. You said that if you want. Yeah, I take my baby down to the corner and I buy him a soda pop. You have a handsy boy, live a corn for the top. Yeah, I take my baby down to the corner and I buy him. On Lafayette Street. He's really.
You know, oh, there it is. Pretty good. One thing I will say, I don't know, maybe it's just something I'm missing. A lot of Sonic Youth songs that like are basically two feeling like two halves of things put together. Like that felt like the opening part and then the big soundscapey thing at the end. Um, I like, regardless of how well they transition into each other, I sometimes don't know if like the beginning of a certain song, the like lyrical content or the thematic content warrants the huge long outro, if that makes sense. Not to say that like it sounds bad, it's just like is this supposed to be telling something bigger and I'm not getting it? Or is it just like, all right, here was like a song about something simple and then there's just like 6 minutes of, soundscape rock stuff. I don't know. I felt like it was really warranted on like the first couple albums that I listened to, Bad Moon Rising and Evil. They seem to fit really well. But even some of the ones like on Daydream Nation, I'm just like, why is this song really long? It's not bad that it's long, but why is it long? You know what I mean? But that was good. That was good. I noticed looking through some of the stuff on the Wikipedia again, and even just listening to that track in particular, it says there's references to like the Shangri-Las. Apparently, Little Trouble Girl is like a Phil Spector send up. So there's like some like Kim Gordon is leaning into more like feminine stuff in a way in that regard, which I find interesting. Let's keep going though. Unwind. Kind of sounds like Blame It on the Tetons. Good. Again, another song where I'm like, why did it have to have the the big climax? But it flowed very seamlessly. And I like. I mean, this is just the normie, the pop normie in me. I like when Sonic Youth lean into like a more typical, accessible alt rock kind of hook on their songs. And the first half of this track kind of had that. It was very simple. Songs like, I believe, Tough Gnarl off of Sister had that. Handful of tracks off of Daydream Nation obviously had that. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. These last couple have been quite nice. Little Trouble Girl. Let's go. With Kim Deal.
If you want me to, I will be, and you'll love me too. But you had a little trouble, girl.
Very close. You taught me how to fit in, pinch my cheeks and do my lips. Very, very close.
I will be the one that is all little trouble, girl.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Little trouble, girl.
Pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to be like that straightforward of a Spectre send up though. Like that was literally like a very dissonant brill building track. But quite good. Quite good. These last three I've liked more than the first three, which I don't know how that makes me feel, how that makes you feel. Let's continue with No Queen Blues.
They're going to such a hurt. I don't give a fuck why everybody thinks you should shut up. Everybody's free 'cause they care what the bullshit artists sit and stare. They can never find out about me and the queen.
Oh, see, that was one that like front to back dynamically made sense, right? Like the build up and bring down. It's like all there you go. Not really my favorite from the album so far, but nice, tight, fun song. Panty Lies, Panty Lines, Panty Lies.
Cause she's not well underwear. Oh. Yeah, now you see her, now you'll be her. Pucker your empty line.
That was all right. Not as good as some others, but better than others as well. It didn't like over escalate for no good reason. Like I said, not that that is like necessarily unpleasant to listen to. It's just like, why does that have to happen? All right, Becuz Coda. This was untitled on the packaging, but this is like the official title of it because it was trimmed off of Because, so that Because could be a more accessible track. So let's listen. There it is. Well, I don't know why they. I mean, I guess it was part of the song, and they're like, we still want it. Kind of weird spot to put it, though, but fine. Just simple little end of the song, fade out. Skip Tracer. 2 tracks left. Let's go.
To do the show. Between the trains and cars, broken glass and lost hubcap, guy played real good feedback and super sounding riffs. With his miles passed through, let the city rise up. Twister, Dustbuster, no! Where we're trying to get to. What sort of life? Where are you now? Out and never returned. Emotions, books, outlooks on life. Hello, 2015.
I can't believe he predicted that Tracer would come out in 2015. But Overwatch can't be overcome. So sorry, Ronaldo. That was fine. I maybe like it a little bit better than the other Ronaldo track, Saucer Like. Not bad. Yeah, it's before we get into the Diamond Sea, this album has been definitely inconsistent, but Washing Machine, Unwind, and Little Trouble were quite solid. First couple, Saucer Like was interesting. No Queen Blues, interesting. Panty Lies and Becuz Coda were kind of duds for me, and then this one was just fine. So there's been good and not so good. I wouldn't say bad. There hasn't been anything where I've just been like, ugh, I don't like this at all. So, The Diamond Sea, final track, 19 minutes. Let's go.
Time takes its crazy toll. And how does your mirror grow? Be my friend, that someone just like you has come again. And you can see why all the little kids are dressed in dreams. You reflect into his looking glass soul, and now the mirror. Quiet and nothing's free. I wonder how he's gonna make.
And there it is. Pretty good. Pretty good. Again, a classic example of like, did it warrant this? Not necessarily. I don't think it was like perfect, or even like masterpiece level. It was very good, but it was more drone than post rock, I would say, because like it hung on like one chord, one tone for quite a long time. It's very minimal, very drone. As far as composition goes, the playing was really good. The free improvisation elements were really compelling. And even just the basic kind of alt rock hook that kind of formed the song in the beginning was also very, very catchy and very well composed and played. Yeah, definitely the centerpiece of the whole thing. Quite good, very impressive, very impressive. Washing Machine. What an odd album. This was weird. I don't quite know like how to pin this one down. It's in ways it's more concentrated, and focused, and in other ways it's like more like it's less noisy. It's one of the least noisy ones I've heard so far. But it was also like it's unconstrained in more cerebral, intellectual ways than like sonic ways. Yeah, this was bizarre. I'm going to have to sit with this one and let you guys know how I feel. For those who don't know, I do follow-ups every, maybe 1 to 3, to even up to a month, 3 weeks out from listening to the album. I kind of let it sit for a while, and when I feel ready to form opinions on it, I'll post follow-ups, which are usually posted in the description, linked in the description. And I'll definitely have to do that with this because I have no clue how I feel about this. Highlights would definitely be Diamond C, Washing Machine, Unwind, Little Trouble Girl. Saucer Like was interesting as well. The rest were just kind of, I don't know, didn't hit me very strongly. Very inconsistent album, both tonally and quality, but there is definitely some stuff worth checking out on this thing. I'm glad I listened to it. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Things to plug, again, patreon.com/AlexHeitz, $1 a month, access to voting in polls, $5 a month, shout-outs, and access to unedited reactions, and then also the Discord, link in the description for that. We've got about 150 members over there, lots of fun people who do fun things, music discussion, recommendations, tops charts, memes, controversial topics, and a fishing bot, which has been just the best thing that's ever happened to me. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. We have Murray Street coming up next, I believe, right? And then another Pole album. That is correct. Murray Street, then Pole album, and then Sonic Nurse. And we'll be done with Sonic Youth, which I'm very thankful for because I've had my fill of noise rock. It's been quite overwhelming, but it's been a fun binge. It's been a really interesting binge. Having gone from knowing pretty much no Sonic Youth to quite a good chunk of them has been interesting, which is why I do these artist binges. But thank you again for watching. Until next time, guys, Godspeed.